Respected sadhakas, welcome. Our 11 sadhaka lakshanas. Let us remind. Prerana yukta vyaktitva, parishrama yukta vyaktitva, nishchayapurvaka, sadhakatva vyaktitva, shrotrutva vyaktitva, jignasutva, mumukshutva, shishyatva, bhaktatva, viragitva, dharma samsthapakatva, lokasevakatva. Each of these 11 qualities as an individual, think about them and let us strengthen them as much as possible, which helps us evolve spiritually. The six sources of blessings, empowerment for this are the Parabrahma Tattva, the Ishvara Tattva, the Shakti Tattva, Sakala Adhisthana Devatagana Tattva, Guru Tattva, Guru Parampara, Swaguru Acharyas, and Shruti Mata in the form of Shruti Smriti Purana Itihasa. Thus, keeping always ourselves engaged in the study of Shastras, let us empower ourselves with the clear vision of where the life's fulfillment lies in the Sadhya Sadhana Avagahana Nishtha. This text which we are studying, the Yoga Vaashishtha Maharamayana, is a beautiful text useful in this regard to a great extent. The first Prakarana is under discussion as the name goes by, the Vairagya Prakaranam, as done by Lord Rama. If we also in an unbiased manner do the vicharana of the things outside and inside, definitely their binding effect, their ephemerality, their no needness are understood, by which we get the Vairagya, then we become qualified to search for the reality, the truth. And in the discovery of that self alone, there is moksha, not by doing anything and gaining anything else. May our Shastra Adhyana strengthen our this conviction day by day, moment by moment, and without sparing even one moment. The entire life's time and energy of ours be used only in pursuing that excellence, that reality. May the Guru Parampara, the Lord, bless our this sincere, intense inclination or this sankalpa. If the Lord Gurus feel that it is the highest, greatest, worthy sankalpa to be blessed, may they bless us. We are into the 25th Sarga, Kruthanta Vilasa Varnanam. So Mahakala, then Khandakala, then Kruthanta Vilasa we are seeing. All are one only, but more individual level, mutual level, samashti level, the Kalas functioning. Samashti is explained. Now at the individual, mutual level, they are being told. Now, to be very clear with you, unambiguous and nothing to hide, these are very mystical way of explaining how the whole universe cosmos is working under the influence of the Kala as guided, ordered by the Paramatma. High level mystic things which are happening in the world, in time, a hint, a glimpse is given to us. And when we are qualified in our highest yoga sthiti, through the yoga darshana, yoga abhyasa, these highly mystic things that are happening, they reveal to that yogi. We are all bhogi rogi, तो हमको ordinary dharma also are not clearly understood. How the universe's show is going on, our intellects right now are not matured, qualified enough to grasp those sublime truths that are functional in the world. The laws, the rules, the plans of Paramatma. Oh, so mind blowing they are. Anyway, at our level, if this much is understood that Kala has these effects of destruction and all, and also giving us opportunities, encash the opportunities, and go beyond the Kala before we become prey to the Kala. If this is understood, more than enough for us, the seekers at this level. Such deep shastras 10 12 times when we, with full Shraddha in Rama and in Vasishtha, when we study, those deeper realities get revealed to us. Right? Om, Om, Om. Om Sahana Vavadu, Sahanau Bhunaktu, Sahaviryam Karavavahai, Tejasvinavadhitamastu, Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo, Brahma Bhakti Yoga Dharma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo, Vamsha Rishibhyo Mahadbhyo, Namo Gurubhyah. Om Yerime Guruvihi Purvam पदवाक्य प्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्व सत्शास्त्राः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम् ओम आपदामपहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसम्पदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम् श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनामवरानने ओम कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविताशाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकिकोकिलं वाल्मीकिर्मुनिसिंहस्य कवितावनचारिणः शृण्वन् रामकथानादं को न याति पराङ्गतिं तस्मै श्रीगुरवे वसिष्ठमुनये नित्यं नमस्कुर्महे विश्वामित्रमुनिं शरण्यमनघं भूयो नमस्याम्यहम् तस्मै वाल्मीकये श्री गुरुतमगुरवे भूरि भावैरनताः स्मः पूर्णानन्दस्वभावः स्वजनहितकृते माययोपात्तकायः कारुण्यादुद्धिधीर्षुर्जनमनवरतं मोहपङ्के निमग्नम् आविश्यान्तर्वसिष्ठं बहिरभिकलयन् शिष्यभावं वितेने यः संवादेन शास्त्रामृतजलधिममुं रामचन्द्रं प्रपद्ये ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि ब्रह्मा ओम परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म भक्ति योग धर्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः श्री वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि आदि ब्रह्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो अस्मत् गुरुभ्यो नमः संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधस्य अस्मिन् क्षणे एव अनुभवसिद्धिद्वारा मोक्षप्राप्त्यर्थं श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणेतिहासोक्त भगवद्भागवत ऋषिमुनिगुरुदेवता दर्शनानुग्रहानुभव प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिकहैन्दव संस्कृतेः साम्प्रदायानां शास्त्राणां गुरुशिष्यभक्तभगवत् परम्पराणां ज्ञानभक्तियोगादिमोक्षमार्गाणां पुनरुत्थानजागरणविश्वव्याप्तिद्वारा विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति एकता शांति पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थम अस्मिन् धर्म संस्थापने कंकणबद्ध अस्माकं सह सर्वेषां महानुभावानां गुरूणाम् आचार्याणां श्रेयोभिलाषिणां भक्तशिष्यसाधकसेवकोपासकानाम् आश्रमाणां संस्थानां पूर्णायुरारोग्यैश्वर्यक्षेमस्थैर्यधैर्यवीर्यादि समस्तशक्तिसम्पदा सानुकूल्यता साधनानां प्राप्ति बाह्याभ्यन्तर शत्रुविघ्ननिर्मूलनेन धर्मसंस्थापने निरन्तरदिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराममन्दिरवत् कृष्णशिवमन्दिराणां समस्तमन्दिराणां समस्त आश्रमाणां पुण्यक्षेत्राणां विश्वविद्यालयानां पुनरवाप्ति तेषु नित्यनिरन्तर शास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापन साधना उपासना यज्ञादीनां द्वारा विश्वे मोक्षधर्म पुरुषार्थ प्रचारेण विश्व संरक्षणा पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थं सनातनधर्मस्य भारतवर्षस्य ये बाह्याभ्यन्तरशत्रुवः तेषां सर्वेषां समूल निर्मूलनार्थम अनेक शास्त्राणाम अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रस्य पारायणम अर्थाविष्करणम साधना प्रयत्न मोक्षार्थम वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्रीमद् वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित योग वासिष्ठ महारामायणम प्रथम वैराग्य प्रकरणम मंगलाचरण श्लोकाः। ओम यतः सर्वाणि भूतानि प्रतिभान्ति स्थितानि च यत्रैवोपशमं यान्ति तस्मै सत्यात्मने नमः। ज्ञाता ज्ञानं तथा ज्ञेयं द्रष्टा दर्शनदृश्यवोः कर्ता हेतुः क्रिया यस्मात् तस्मै ज्ञप्त्यात्मने नमः। स्फुरन्ति श्रीकरा यस्मात् आनन्दस्याम्बरेवनौ सर्वेषां जीवनं तस्मै ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः। दिवि भूमौ तथाकाशे बहिरन्तश्च मे विभुः यो विभात्यवभासात्मा तस्मै सर्वात्मने नमः। ओम श्रीरामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। अथ पंचविंशतितमः सर्गः कृतान्तविलासवर्णनं। श्रीराम उवाच। Friends, yesterday we were seeing the Krutanta Kala and his Priya Sakhi, the Niyati, together how they are playing the play of this universal happenings. The biggest of them is the dissolution, the destruction. So yesterday we were seeing that this Krutanta, the Kala Purusha, has got these expressions. Is like that Krutanta Rupa explained with his various abharanas, etc. We were seeing. So if we really see again from sixth mantra, even though we have seen up to ninth one, Nrityato hi Krutantasya Nitantamiva Raginah Nityam Niyati Kantayam Mune Paramakamita. Krutantasya Nrityataha. When this Krutanta Kala, Mahakala, Kandakala, Krutantakala. Nrityatahi Krutantasya. Nitantamiva Raginaha. Nitanta means endlessly. Nirgatanta, continuously. This Krutanta Kala is doing the Nritya and Nityam all the time. But Niyati Kantayam, to his Kanta, whose name is Niyati, he Mune or Rishe, this Krutanta Kala, to his Niyati Kanta, has got Paramakamita. Most love for her he has got. So the Niyati means the inevitability, as we saw yesterday. The inevitabilities are the Ishvara Sankalpas, the inevitabilities are the Samashti Prarabdhas, the inevitabilities are the mutual Prarabdhas, the inevitabilities are one's own Prarabdhas. And the positive picture of this is the inevitability of every jiva's evolution towards the truth. Therefore, conducive atmospheres, opportunities also are provided. The ones who are wise and alert, they recognize them and use them. सो नियति का ये अर्थ है, वो उनके प्रीतमा के रूप में वर्णन करते हैं यहाँ. देन दिस भगवान कृतांत हैज शेषः शशिकला शुभ्राः गंगावाहश्च त्रौ त्रिधाः उपवीते आवीते. So the Upavita, this Kritanta Kala has got the Ganga Pravaha, then Shesha Shashikala, the Adishesha Bhagavan. Adishesha Bhagavan, who is one side giving the Vishnu the Shesha Talpa, other side on his Fana, he is carrying Ananta Koti Brahmandas. So to the Ganga Vatali, Mother Ganga, Swarga, Antariksha, Bhuloka, Patada. In all lokas, she is giving life to the Jiva. So these are both the Yagnopavita to this the Kala Purusha put on his Vakshasi, which is called in the form of this Samsara or Jagat. Samsara Jagat Vaksha, जो काला पुरुष का है, on that दिश शशिकला निभा शेष गंगा माता, they are there as the Yagnopavit. It's a very mystical way of putting. And when our intellects rise to that high level, certain level, we'll be able to grasp what is said. If not today, maybe after few lives, we'll mature to that. if we continue our Adhyanam of Shastras. Now, Chandrarka Mandale Hema Katakau Karamulayoho Leela Sarasijam Haste Brahman Brahmanda Karnika. So, Chandrarka Mandale Hema Katakau. Surya and Chandra Mandalas are the golden bangles Karamulayoho at the end of the hand of this Kala Purusha. Krutanta Kala Purusha. Chandramandala, Arkamandala. They are the Karamulayoho Hema Katakau. Then in his haste, in that Kala Purusha's hand, Leela Sarasijam Brahman. A Brahman, a Guru, there is a Leela Kamala, Leela Sarasija. Sarasija is Kamala, Leela means Leela ke liye. Like each of them. Why Bhagavan Shiva has got the deer with him, that Leela Pashu it is. Then that one of this mother, that is Lalita Devi, she has got the parrot in her hands. That's called as Leela Ashuka. Jai Leela Ashuka Priye. We listen in that Shyamala Dandakam. Jai Matangatanaye, Jai Neelotpaladyute, Jai Sangeeta Rasike, Jai Leela Ashuka Priye. So everyone has got, like Krishna has got the Leela Mora Mukuta or the flute in his hands. Leela. And generally, every of the motherly goddesses have the Kamala in the hands, Leela. Mm. Then Mata Saraswati has got Pustaka in her hands, Leela Pustakadharini, and Veena Pustakadharini. So, this Kala, Kruthaantha Kala Purusha in his hand has got the Leela Kamala. And what it is? Brahmanda Karnika. Sakshat Meru Parvata is the lotus, the Leela Kamala in the hands of this is a Kruthaantha Kala Purusha. Right? Then Tara Binduchitam Lola Pushkara Pallavam Ekarnava Payodhaudam Ekam Ambaram. The entire Ambara, Akasha is the Ambara, the Vastra for this Kritanta Murusha, Ekarano Payodhautam. When the ocean becomes one, all the oceans come together at the time of the Pralaya. In that waters is this Vastra is Dhauta, washed symbolically to say that the water touches the sky as if भूमि आकाश एक हो जाते हैं भूमि के ऊपर जल भर गया और जल आकाश को टच करता है दैट इज द मीनिंग प्रलय काल में ओनली टू से that everything gets drowned in the waters and that vastra has got the meghamala as the pallu and all the tarakas are the dotted designs on that cloth. So tara bimdu chitam Taraye hai bindu on that cloth, the designed cloth with the dots. Then Lola Pushkara Avarta Pallavam. To Pushkara Avarta, the cluster and cluster of Pushkaras, the clouds are the Avartam, the Pallu for it. Pallavam, Avarta Pallavam. That is how this Kala Purusha, Kruthaantha Kala has got the Vastra like that you meditate on. Then evam rupasya tasya नियतिर्नित्यकामिनी अनंत अनस्तमित संभ्रंभम आरंभैः परिणोत्यति. So evam rupasya tasya agre. In front of this rupa wala, this krutanta purusha, niyatihi. That niyati, the destiny, the inevitability, and nityakamini. Nityakamini, he loves her all the time, she loves him all the time. So that Nityakamini कर क्या रही है अनस्तमित संरंभ अनस्तमित never ending samrabha excitement attachment the efforts to please him as if anastamita samrambham like if you love someone untiredly continuously we do something or the other to please that person. So this niyati also to please her priyatama the krutanta kala anastamita sambrambam arambaihi parinutyati right from the creation beginning up to the pralaya kala tak whatever happened has to happen throughout the universe at the micro and macro level performing those things, making those things happen, is her nritya. You know, at the micro level, to a plant, a tree, at its own root, when the food aspect has become little more to it than required for the main tree, that root sprouts another beginning for another tree next to it. Nobody knows in the world, but that happens there. This Kruthaantha Patni Niyati, from that micro level up to another micro level of at every cell and pore, living cells, what's to be provided for it to become a multicellular and slowly develop to become an organ or a being that at the micro and at the total macro level. How many Brahmandas or Saura Kutumbas or galaxies have to dissolve into oblivion and new ones have to be created. In both ways, that niyati sambrambhat nrutyati. Arambhat, sorry. अदस्तमित संरंभम आरंभ परिणुत्यते है ना. Her nritya is to initiate and to continue till the conclusion of that happens simultaneously all over the universe. You can see her this type of nritya. Now, how can one comprehend this picture? How many rivers are merging in the oceans? How much of water from the ocean is taken as clouds and going and raining and becoming the glaciers and all. वहाँ से लेकर के it's a mind blowing thing. You can't even imagine. But this niyati is pleasing her priyatama with this nritya to make him happy. This is the way the whole universe is happening. Means Rama has withdrawn from his own upadhis and withdrawn his any type of biased identity relation with the world. From that deep, intense Sakshi Drishti se, when he is observing all these phenomena that are happening at the universe level, he is watching. Is as good as what we are exactly studying today in the morning in our Yoga Darshana Shastra, that through the Samadhi Abhyasa, when the yogis samskaras go away, then the chitta loses its attachment to the sharira, and this yogi is aware of that chitta's movement. Therefore, he can even do the entry into the other sharira. That small vibhuti morning, it is said. Extending that is what? In that Shuddha Antakarana, where zero vasanas are there, the yogi can visualize these micro macro nrutyas that are the niyati is making, he sees them. Okay. Another beautiful meaning of the word niyati is it is like that only. Okay. That is the way it is. We have to accept it that way. In that only, while negotiating, we have to work out our own path for moksha. In the niyati, srishti sthiti laya come happen. In the niyati only in the sthiti kala, janma jara roga mrityu come. In the niyati only, the meeting and departing will come. In the niyati only, every opportunities come to make us or mar us. This nobody can avoid. With our very sublime grown intellect, while going through all these, we have to manage our lives moksha sadhana. Like the niyati is what? When you are going to the office, you are not the only one to go. Hundreds of vehicles उधर से आएंगे इधर से जाएंगे. You can't avoid it. In those vehicles, cycles ले लेकर big cars तक होंगे, all varieties. And the driving people will be from the youth to the middle age to the old age can be there. Then the roads with the turns and twists and holes and patches. Then the winds will blow, rain will come. You understood? Traffic signals will be there. Suddenly उसी दिन कोई वीवीआईपी आएगा, उसके लिए चक्का जाम या ट्रैफिक जाम होता है. These are all niyati. No, in that only don't we managing ourselves and our vehicle, negotiate and reach to our own house or office, which is our destination. That is what it is. We negotiate. So too at home, the wife has her own plans, ideas, whims, fancies. The children have their own things. The parents do, they have their own idea. The brothers and sisters. अब इन नियति को negotiate करते हुए, don't you fulfill your duties? Don't you fulfill your own ambitions? Think about it. So too for a government. The niyati. Within the same party, there will be dissatisfactions. There will be grudges or grumblings. From the other opposition party, the terrible opposition. To any level down, they fall to pull you down. Then the niyati of unexpected calamities happen. Niyati of the external things that are there in different countries, their happenings. है कि नहीं? कोई भी कंट्री में दो दो देश लड़ रहे हैं तो सडनली यहाँ का क्या होता है ना, पेट्रोल का प्राइस बढ़ाना पड़ता है बिकॉज इम्पोर्ट्स आर reduced. Then the cost of other things grow. Suddenly सब लोग बिना ये सबको जाने the general बेवकूफ जनता, they raise the slogans. Those who don't have the total world's vision or understanding as to no country is isolated now. They are mutually connected. So each country's growth and decay depends on the other nations. ये नहीं जाने वाला चल रहा था, isn't it? Managing all these niyati, they have to see that the country praja are protected, taken care, and sustainingly. Not that I made plans for the progress of country as long as I am in power. That is only selfish. For the eternity, the country should grow in all aspects. For that, the planning. क्या बढ़िया चल रहा है देखो. कल इलेक्शन है, सेकंड फेज. भैया ठीक लोगों को डालो, अदरवाइज पछताओगे. So in the same way, the Niyati is playing in front of her consort, the Kruthanta Kala. Let us be observant about it and accept it. At our own level, the Niyati is we are born, we grow, we become old, we die. All prarabdha kruta, all diseases will come. Then the bereavements will come, the cheatings will happen. People ditch us, cheat us, leave us lonely or isolated, take away our resources, even all the supports also. None of them are happening accidental, none of them are happening not commanded by our own previous actions. ये सारे हमारे करतूत के फल होते हैं, ये नियति कहते हैं. वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. सो एवं रूपस्य तस्य अग्रे नित्यकामिनी नियतिः अनवस्तमित संभ्रमं आरंभैः परितः नृत्यते. एंड दिस डांस ऑफ दिस नियति इज बेटा एंडलेस. वो कभी थकती नहीं है. बाप रे. लाइक आई सेड इन आवर ओन लाइफ, that niyati never stops. It has to bring the sukha to us, depending on our fructification of punya, they come. दुख आना है, that comes. सक्सेस फेल्यूर आना है, मान आना है, अपमान आना है, बिना थके हुए वो हमको सप्लाई करने का नृत्य करी जा रही है. एंड नॉट ओनली इट इज हैपनिंग टू मी, everybody in the world are having that. A small crab was comfortably staying in its earth womb. Suddenly the waves came and that took that crab into the ocean. And it is in dukkha, in dukkha, dukkha. At the very same time, Sita ji was kidnapped and taken by Ravana. Now dekho, Sita has her own problem. This is called Pita in Telugu. This crab has its own problem. This crab cannot understand Sita's samasya. So to Sita can't understand her samasya. Everybody in this world are every moment supplied with the niyati. That's the nritya of the niyati, supplying them all the three. Good prarabdha, bad prarabdha, facilities for sadhana. Opportunities. In that again, to do good, to do bad, and also to do sadhana. The facilities for purushartha, let us call it as. पुण्य पुरुषार्थ पाप पुरुषार्थ साधना पुरुष नियति देना पड़ता है हमको देती रहते हो so big thing this one next तस्यानर्तन लोलाय जगन मंडप कोटरे अरुद्ध स्पंद रूपाय आगमापाय चंचुरे तस्याह of that niyati nartana lola who is doing continuous nritya the niyati का कर रही है जगत मंडप कोटरे in that Kotara, the Gufa type of place, Mandapa, in that well made Pandal, which is that Mandapa and its Kotara, is the Jagat itself. The whole Jagat is Mandapa Kotar. Mandapa Kotar matlab, like शादी करते हैं वो दूल्हा दुल्हन का, in that very big hall, you make another thing, Mandapa. In that only, both of them and the Panditji is there, getting them do that works. वो मंडपा क्वार्टर क्वार्टर मतलब केव दैट लाइक पेड़ के अंदर भी जो होता है ना छोटा सा होल उसको वृक्ष कोटरा कहते हैं छोटू के पहाड़ में भी एक छोटा सा होल होता है नॉट गुफा कोटर है ना बचपन में हम देखते थे ना घर जब बनाते थे मिट्टी से तो इन 2-3 प्लेसेस दे लीव दैट स्मॉल होल दैट वाज द शेल्फ्स फॉर अस कहीं आईना कहीं कंघी लगाते कहीं दिया लगाते थे कहीं कोई चाबी वाबी है तो लगाना कोटर ही में रखते थे हम लेटर ऑन ऑल दिस हैव कम इफ यू रिमेंबर दोस 70-60 years back वाले variety of things it was so beautiful in that poverty we were in that pure loving life lived I remember those days मिट्टी से बने घरों में ईंटों से बने में घरों में नीचे सिर्फ दैट काउ डंग से वो करके उसी में रहते थे नो फ्लोरिंग एट ऑल वाटर के लिए गो टू 1 kilometer एंड वॉश द क्लोज देन फॉर ड्रिंकिंग एंड ऑल ब्रिंग फ्रॉम देयर वहीं नहा के ओके अब बड़ा अलग ही जिंदगी है आजकल के बच्चों को नहीं पता सो कोटरा अंडरस्टूड सो दिस होल जगत इज मंडप कोटरा example of mandap quarter I understood. The another meaning under quarter is the same pandal made where the kalakara do their kala pradarshana. It can be the nritya pradarshana, it can be the gita pradarshana, संगीता, it can be both together, संगीता नृत्य प्रदर्शन. आजकल भी नाटक भी होते हैं कॉमेडी होते हैं अब व्हाट नॉट स्टेज लेट अस टॉक एज ना मंडप क्वार्टर मीन्स द डांस स्टेज so in the whole Jagat is a Mandapa Kotara in which this Niyati, when she is doing Nritya continuously, to watch her, to see her, to be entertained, this Swami of her, this Kruthaantha Kala, बीच बीच में आके जाके देखता आके देख कर जाता means what when she is bringing good and bad prarabdhas and opportunities the Kruthaantha comes to finish that being and take away. Her काम is to give the prarabdha. And this Kruthaantha is Kruta Anta. He does the Anta. That's the meaning of he comes once in a while. Means वो 10 लोगों में एक को ले जाना है तो आके ले जाता है इस तरह सो तस्याह नर्तनलोलायाः जगन्मंडप कोटरे in the Jagat Mandapa Kotara with all lolata, excitement, joy when she is doing Nartana. Aruddha Spanda Rupayaha. Aruddha Spanda, nobody can do the Rodhana stopping of our Spandana, the movements and dance steps. So, Agamapaya comes and goes, this is Kruthaantha. And when he comes, ensures that she is doing her dance well, and anybody to take, he takes. Anybody to present, he presents. So Krutanta you can call as Janma Mrityu. Niyati you can call as every happenings between the Janma and the Mrityu. So you can imagine like that. The Krutanta Kala coming and delivering one baby there and telling that नियति आप इसको एंटरटेन करते रहा तो उस समय में आकर मैं इसको ले जाऊंगा. She goes on entertaining him and the time of departure of that fellow comes, Krutanta आएगा लेके जाएगा. इस तरह इमेजिन कर सकते. So Aruddha Spanda Rupaya Agambapaya Chanchure. Then this thing she the नियति का थोड़ा वर्णन हो रहा है. चारुभूषण मंगेशु देवलोकांतरावली आपातलम नभोलंबम कमरी मंडलम बृहदु. She has got ornaments. She has got long hair. Niyati. What are her ornaments? Charu Bhushanam Angesh. On all her Anga Pratyanga, Charu, Sundara, Bhushana ornaments are there. What are they? Devaloka Antaravali. All the Devalokas, Brahmaloka, Uparke, Swarga, Mahar, Jano, Tapo, Satya. These five lokas are there, no? Abha. They are all her different abhushanas on your different anga pratyanga. Then next one, apatalam nabholambam. Up to the akasha, up to the patala, all this whole space in between is kabari mandalam. Brahata, that huge big thing is her jata. The kabari mandalam is उनके जो लंबे लटकने वाले शिखा बाल. Her hair is from the Nabho Akash up to Narayana, the what you call Patala tak. Then the upar ke devata log are different abhushanas. So Charu Bhushanam Angeshu Devaloka Antaravali. Then Apatalam Nabho Lambam. Patal se lekar Nabho tak Kavari Mandalam. So her hair, the long hair which is hanging. In this way is she. Then the next one, Narakali Chamanjira Mala Kalakalo Jvala Prota Dushkruta Sutrena Patala Charane Stita. This Niyati has got her Pada Charana. That Charana is this Patala Loka. In that Charana Lupi Patala Loka, there is the what do you call? The Manjira Mala. Means वो छोटे छोटे एंकल्स के साथ जुड़ा हुआ एंकलेट. What is that anklet? Naraka Alicha Manjira Mala. The continuous sequential different Naraka lokas are there, no? We studied in Bhagavatam, 5th skanda, 24th chapter. We have seen 28 types of Naraka, and there Vyasaji writes like this: hundreds and thousands of Narakas are there. Those Naraka Loka sequences, the Manjira Mala at her feet, at which that Patala is there. So, Patala Charane Sthita. So, the Patala Lokas are her Charana. To the Charana, there is the anklets put. The ankles are the variety of Naraka Lokas. And with that Naraka Loka, Agni, that Manjira is brightly glowing. And in that Naraloka, the Jivas, their Dukkha, their Arthanada is the Manjira Ravali or the sound. And then these Manjiras, the individual ankles, how they are threaded to become one anklet is Prota Dushkruta Sutrena. The Sutra Dushkruti done by individuals and collective. Not that पाप एक ही बंदा करता है, मिलकर भी करते हैं. Is it not individual or total? So all the dushkrutis that were done by individual, mutual or collective, that becomes sutra. So dushkruta sutra mein naraka avali namas ankles, they are tied down to make an anklet. Now that is there at the feet named patala of this Devi Niyati, and the Agnis that are there in the Narakaloka are the ones in whose brightness these are all seen, and the sound that is coming while dancing is the sound of the hahakara artanada of the jivas there. So charu naraka alicha manjiramala kalakala ujjvala prota dushkruta sutrena patala charane stita. You see, that's why I said it's a very mystic way of expression. सबके दिमाग में तुरंत पकड़ में नहीं आता. Then another interesting expression of that niyati. पहले कृतांत का वर्णन किया. Now the niyati's वर्णन Ramji is doing. These are all her वर्णन. कस्तूरिका तिलककम क्रिया सख्या उपकल्पितम चित्रितम चित्रगुप्तेन यमे वदन पट्टके. Her whole face is Yamadharmaraj. In that face, in between is Kasturika Tilakam, that is Chitragupta. And this is Kriya Sakhya Upakalitam. The Kriyas done by the people, karma, they are all called the Sakhis who have made that Tilakam Kasturika ka, that is the Chitragupta there. So Kasturika Tilakakam, Kasturi Tilak hai. Who did it? Kriya Sakhya Upakalpitam. Kriya named Sakhi is the one who did it. Then Chitritam, very nicely. And what is the Kasturika Tilakam? Chitraguptena. That's the Chitragupta. If the Chitragupta is there, Yama must be there. Who is Yama? Yame Vadana Pattake. His whole beautiful face itself is, her beautiful face is Yamaraj. तो यमराज रूपी उनके चेहरे पे तिलक के रूप पे चित्रगुप्त को उनके क्रिया रूपी सखी ने बनाया. In those pictures where the tilakam is done for the girls by their other girls friends, mutually आंख में हाथ में मेहंदी लगाना या तिलक लगाना करते कि नहीं, मेकअप जून कब जुलाई कब. So in that way, this Niyati Devi Kala Patni, she is like that, picturizing. I really, when I was seeing it now, it was very mind-blowing scene only. Try to imagine it, but नहीं हो पाया अपने दिमाग को. But at least some literal meaning we are listening. हो गया क्या? नहीं, और भी है कि कालास्यम समुपादाय कल्पांतेषु किलाकुला नृत्यत्येषा पुनर्देवी स्फुटच्छैलघनारवम्. सो काल आस्यम सम्यक उपादाय. अपने पति काला हुए ना, कृतांत काला. हास्यम, looking at his face. Hasyam ananam is face. Samyak upadaya means clearly observing it. At what time? Kalpanteshu. Toward the end of the kalpa. Looking at his face, and from that face only that Krutanta Kala Bhagavan is giving her different sanyas of how to dance. वो संज्ञाओं को as an order she is receiving. So Kala Asyam Samyak Upadaya Kalpa Anteshu, toward the end of the Kalpas, Kila Akula, with all the Akulata means that obedience and restlessness out of her devotion to him to dance according to his Bhrukuti Vilasa, or on his face how he is saying, she is doing Nrutyati Esha Punaha Devi. So Esha Niyati Devi Nrutyati. So काला पुरुष कृतांत काल अपने चेहरे के मूवमेंट्स के द्वारा ही गिव्स हर इंस्ट्रक्शंस, गाइडेंस. सो नृत्यति एषा पुनः देवी स्फुटच्छैल घनारवम. And when she is doing that time, that nritya, her sound of dance of the legs is the breaking of all big mountains and boulders and all these hills and rocks. उतना भयंकर साउंड, मतलब प्रलय काल में जो सारे पहाड़ वहाड़ अनेक कारणों से टूट कर गिरते हैं, all that is the dance of the niyati, and that sound is the sound of her dance. So that is what and these sounds are the movements of her. the पाद ध्वनि जो चलते हैं तो आवाज आती है ना, डांस पे करते धूम धम धम, that sound is the sound of breaking of all big mountains only. So ये सारे assorted descriptions both of Krutanta and Niyati Devi. If you have the terrific memory power and the ability to picturize all of them, assorted चीज़ों को एक जगह लाकर रख सकते हो तो, like the puzzles ना, एक कागज पे एक पिक्चर बना के उसको 6 टुकड़े करके बच्चों को देते, बेटा जोड़ दो, फिर एक एक का टुकड़ा लगाकर वो लोग they try to set it. Same way, these assorted are there in each of the shloka, but the picture in Rama's mind is very vivid, very clear, very unambiguous. If you and I also can comprehend that way, we get the picture of Kruthanta Kala and Niyati. Before that is the Khanda Kala. Before that is Mahakala. Okay, Kala Asyam Samyak Upadaya Kalpanteshu Kila Akula Esha Nrutyati Punaha Devi Sputat Shaila Ghana Ravam. That Ravam means the Shaila toot rahe hain, Ghana Shaila. The Ghana Rava is the Shaila breaking. Now come four shlokas have only one thought. So that also her description only Niyati. They all will chant together. We see the together meaning. पश्चात् प्रालम्ब विभ्रांत कौमारमृतबर्हिभिः नेत्रत्रय बृहत् रन्ध्र भूरिभाङ्कारभीषणैः लम्ब लोलजटाचन्द्र विकीर्ण हरमूर्धभिः उच्चरच्चारुमन्दार गौरीकवरचामरैः उत्ताण्ड वाचलाकार भैरवोदर तुम्बकैः रणत स शतरन्ध्रेन्द्र देहभिक्षा कपालकैकी शुष्कशारीर खट्वाङ्ग भरैरापूरिताम्बरं भीषयत्यात्मनात्मानं सर्वसंहारकारिणी. At the time of Mahapralaya, the Niyati का ये भयंकर रूप भीषयति आत्मना आत्मानं. She is in such a terrible, ferocious form that looking at her own self in the mirror, she herself is frightened. Visheti Atmana Atmanam is a peculiar expression, isn't it? Atmana Atmanam Visheti. In Vedanta we study Atmana Atmanam Anandayati. He becomes happy in his own self. Here Bhishayati frightens herself only. Bhishayati Atmana Atmanam. And Sarva Samhara Karini. At that time she is a Sarva Samhara Karini. At that time. In this whole Brahmanda, she will be there, Sarva Samhara Karini, in the terrific, terrible form, frightening herself. When she herself is frightened by herself, how much the terror and fear she might be creating to the whole universe. Some descriptions are given here. We can see some of them. What are they? Paschat. Paschat means behind her. Praalamba Vibhranta. With all wonderment are latak rahe hai. So many. What are they? See, Kaumara Mrutabarhibihi. The plenty of the dead peacocks, which are the Vahanas of the Kumara Swami Subramanya. So Kaumara Murta Barhinaha Barhibihi Vibhranta, terrifying Pralamba, hanging Paschat behind. Okay. Then in second thing is what? Bhuri Bhankara Bhishanaihi. Okay. With a terrible sound making. Three-eyed Kapalas are hanging in her neck as the mala. So, Netratraya having three netras, Vrihad Randhra having the three randhras, Bhuri, terrible, Bham, 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 Bhankara Bhishanai. The Vayu going inside and coming outside of those three holes, the terrible sound is coming. Such Kapalas, many of them, with them the mala is made, Runda mala jo kehte hain, Munda mala jo kehte hain, that is there in her neck at that time. So पीछे मोरे हुए काले का मृतक बरही है और गले में तीन तीन आंख वाले कपाल मालाएं हैं. नेत्रत्रय बृहद रंध्र भूरि भांकार भीषण देन लंब लोल जटा चंद्र विकीर्ण हर मूर्धभिः. This is how the heads are there hanging as a mala in her neck. Then Ucharat Charu Mandara Gauri Kavara Chamarai. The Gauri Devi having the beautiful Mandara mala. So that Gauri Devi herself is like a Chamara Vyajana to her from one side, fanning her. Then next what is said? Uttandava Achalakara Bhairava Udara Tumbakaihi. So Uttandava Achala Akara. In the terrible, Uttandava Achala means mountain. As big as the mountain is that Bhairava, Kala Bhairava, and his Udara. That Udara of that itself he is the Udara is Tumbakaha. Tumbaka means the kamandala in the hands of her. काला भैरव का उदर ही जो बड़ा पहाड़ के समान काला भैरव है वही उनके हाथ में माता का कमंडलू है. She has the kamandalu, the udara of the Bhairava. She has got the chamara of the Gauri Mata, who has got the flowers in her neck. Which flowers? Mandara flowers. And she has got the mala of three-eyed Kapala, which are making boom bum sound. There is the air going in and out. And behind her are all the Mayuras dead, hanging, uncounted number. Then in this way, then Uttandava Achala Akara Bhaira Udara Tumbakai, then Ranat Sa Shata Randhrendra Deha Bhiksha Kapalakai. Shata Randhra Indra. And Sa Shata Randhrendra is called, okay, the Indra is said to be having thousands of eyes, no? That Indra's Kapala, Kankala means whole skeleton of Indra, he is the one which is the Bhiksha Patra in her hands. रणत स शतरंध्र इंद्र देह भिक्षा कपाल कही. इंद्र का पूरा कंकाल ही भिक्षा पात्र के रूप में है उनके हाथ में. देन लास्ट वन इज व्हाट कि शुष्क शारीर खट्वांग भरहि आपूरित अंबरम. सो देन दिस backbone of that Indra itself is her supporting stick. In this form, she is in that huge Akasha in a mystical, subtle. Only yogis can see in that Rupa, this Niyati is there at the time of Mahapralaya. अब देखो रामचंद्र जी का क्या विजन है. Some of the Shastras do the Varnan of the mother like this, in that Navadurgas, Dasha Mahavidyas, or even in this Durga Saptashati Devi Bhagavatam, these descriptions are given. The Kala Ratri and all of them. So यहाँ राम जी ने एक झलक दिया. So the Kruthaantha Niyati Vilasa is like this. So we have seen up to 19 shloka. We have 10 more or maybe 13 more. Tomorrow we will see them. Right? Vishwarupa Shiraschakra Charupushkara Malaya Tandaveshu Vivalgantya Mahakalpeshu Rajate. So So when she was dancing along with her, the entire Rundamala in her neck also are as if dancing only. She is looking in a different Bhairava Rupa at that time. In that way, she will explain, it will be explained about so many other Ayudas, Abhushanas, that all are there in the hands of the Kruthaantha Kala as well as a Niyati. These Varnanas are given to us. So what we see with our Indriyas, what we understand with our Mana Buddhi about what happening in this cosmos universe is very, very milli and micro. But what exactly happening is only, as I told you, Maha Yoga Yogi Drishti जो जो है उन्हीं को दिखता है. हमको एक झलक दिख रहा है बस इसमें. But our understanding is this Kala and Niyati have the continuous movement to give to Jivas individual, mutual and samashti their Sukha Dukkha Prarabdha and the opportunities for their Punya and Papa and Sadhana Adhyatmik. That much if you can grasp and become alert and aware about what opportunities that are presented in front of us for doing Papa, don't do. For doing punya, do for some time. But for sadhana, when opportunities come, encash them fully. If this is understood, we are getting into the main topic, purpose of this study. अब ऐसे टॉपिक हमको बार बार तो नहीं मिलते पढ़ने को, वेरी वेरी रेयर. लाइक गीता में 11 चैप्टर विश्वरूप वर्णन का हो, या भागवत महापुराण में, हाउ मेनी ब्यूटिफुल थिंग्स हैव कम. एक ही बार होता है उनका पढ़ना. इवन अध्यात्म रामायण, द ब्यूटिफुल थिंग्स हियर आल्सो. We'll see tomorrow. Om na tatra suryo bhati na chandra tarakam. Om bhurvos prana. Om purnamada purnamidam purnasya purnama purnameva. Om shanti. Om tameva bhantamanubhati sarvam tasya bhasa sarvamidam vibhati. Om narayana vidme. Om dasarata vidme sita valam tanora mangalam guru devaya mane guna abrahma lokada giri me. बोल श्री सियावर रामचंद्र भगवान की जय. बोल श्री युगवास महारामायण शास्त्र की जय. बोल श्री वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि आदि ब्रह्म विद्याचार्य की जय. बोलो भाई समस्त ऋषि मुनि गुरु देवता गण की जय. समस्त श्रुति स्मृति पुराण इतिहास शास्त्र की जय. बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय. सतुनाथ महाराज की जय. आज के आनंद की जय. नमः पार्वती मते हर हर महादेव हर. सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तन गोविंदा गोविंद. जानकी जीवन स्मृति राम राम. अम्बे अम्बे श्री आदि पराशक्ति नियति माता की जय. समस्त श्रोता भक्त साधक सेवक उपासक जिज्ञासु धर्म संस्थापक की जय. भारत माता की जय. सनातन धर्म की जय. वैदिक हिंदव संस्कृति की जय. आध्यात्मिक जीवन विधान की जय. गुड. Join in 5 minutes to study together Sri Shivananda Lahari Viveka Chudamani, also Sriman Narayaniyam. Yes, friends.